They never warned you about this. Desire isn't about what she sees. It's about what she feels before she even understands why. It's not a game of bodies. It's a mirror of psychology. Every movement, every glance, every breath you take carries a message, an invisible frequency that women pick up long before words ever leave your mouth. Attraction begins in silence, in energy, in presence. A woman doesn't fall for a man's looks. She falls for the way he makes her feel without trying, and that feeling always begins within. Welcome to the Stoic Flame. Here we don't play games of seduction, we master the psychology behind them. Because every woman, no matter how strong, how guarded, or how mysterious, responds to one thing above all: emotional safety. And emotional safety doesn't come from promises. It comes from presence. A man who radiates calm control creates a magnetic field around him. His stillness tells her he can't be shaken by chaos. And in that moment, she relaxes. Her body trusts what her mind can't explain. That's the essence of attraction. Not noise, not charm, but silence. The kind of silence that speaks of inner power. Your energy reveals your truth before your words ever can. The way you walk, the way you breathe, the way you occupy a room. It all whispers what you believe about yourself. A man who trains his body, sharpens his breath, and carries quiet strength becomes a symbol of stability. Women feel that instantly. It's ancient instinct at work. Psychologists call it nonverbal dominance. It's not force, it's presence. The feminine mind isn't scanning for perfection. It's searching for certainty. Certainty that says, this man knows who he is. And when she feels that, her curiosity awakens. Most men think attraction starts with words. But words without grounded energy are noise. A woman doesn't listen to your sentences. She listens to your pauses. Your tone reveals your confidence. Your rhythm exposes your control. Your silence tells her how deeply you trust yourself. Real connection happens when your energy aligns with your words. That alignment is called coherence. It's the harmony between your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions. When those three move together, your presence becomes music. Calm, rhythmic, magnetic. The masculine and feminine exist in a dance. Direction and emotion. Purpose and flow. When these energies meet in balance, attraction happens naturally. But the more a man chases, the more that balance collapses. Desire dies in neediness. When you seek validation, your energy weakens. Women feel that instantly. Strength whispers, desperation screams. True power is restraint, the ability to want without grasping, to desire without losing control. That tension creates polarity, the invisible spark that draws the feminine toward the masculine. When you remain centered, her nervous system mirrors yours. This isn't manipulation, it's resonance. Women subconsciously sync with a man's emotional rhythm. If he's calm, she softens. If he's anxious, she retreats. That's why authenticity is everything. Confidence cannot be faked. Real confidence is built from competence, the kind that comes from facing your fears, mastering your habits, and owning your emotions. The man who challenges himself daily, in silence, radiates authority without needing to say a word. That authority is what women feel when they say, "There's just something about him." It's not charm, it's inner gravity. Physical attraction may catch attention, but psychological magnetism holds it. When you truly see a woman, not just look but see, you touch a part of her rarely reached. Genuine attention is rare, and rare things are irresistible. But to lead that connection, you must master presence. Overthinking kills attraction. When your mind drifts, she feels it. When you hesitate, she disconnects. Presence is your weapon. Ground yourself. Breathe. Feel your body. Drop your awareness from thought to sensation. That single shift changes everything. You stop performing and start resonating. She feels that immediately. The man who feels calm makes her feel safe. And when she feels safe, she opens. That's how connection happens. Not through force, but through stillness. The art of attraction lies in pacing. The feminine loves anticipation. Too much too soon kills mystery. Give her enough to feel, but not enough to finish. This is delayed gratification, the psychological trigger that fuels dopamine and heightens desire. When you control the pace, you control the emotion. But that control must come from awareness, not ego. Awareness lets you read her breathing, her tone, her pauses. Every small reaction is a language. The man who listens beyond words can touch her emotions without touching her skin. Women test this balance. They'll push, they'll question, they'll provoke. Not to break you, but to see what's real. They need to know if your calm is authentic or fragile. If you react, they lose trust. If you remain centered, they surrender to your presence. A woman's tests are not attacks, they're invitations. Every test asks the same question. Can you hold space for my emotion without losing yourself? When you can, she feels safe enough to let go. Masculine energy isn't about dominance. It's containment. It's the ability to hold emotional chaos without drowning in it. That's what she truly seeks, not control, but certainty. Emotional mastery doesn't mean feeling less. It means feeling fully, yet acting with intention. When you can feel deeply without being consumed, you become magnetic. That's the balance between power and peace. The Stoic flame is built on that principle. We don't teach manipulation. We teach mastery. Because when you master yourself, everything else falls into place. Women are emotional mirrors. They reflect the energy you project. Bring calm, she mirrors calm. Bring chaos, she mirrors confusion. This is the psychology of polarity. To master women, master your own energy. Study your thoughts. Watch your emotions. Every belief you hold radiates through your body. That's self-conditioning. If your inner voice doubts you, the world will too. Replace insecurity with direction. Replace validation with purpose. A man without purpose becomes lost in pleasure. A man with purpose becomes a force of nature. Women are drawn to that force. Purpose gives your energy gravity, and gravity is irresistible. It separates the temporary from the timeless. When your life has direction, your presence gains depth. You no longer chase connection to escape emptiness. You create it from fullness. That's evolution. Emotional intelligence is the foundation of true masculinity. To know when to speak, when to pause, and when to stay silent requires intuition. That intuition doesn't weaken you, it sharpens you. It makes your presence surgical, precise, intentional, unforgettable. Presence is felt, not seen. It dissolves fear and builds trust faster than words ever could. A woman can feel your energy even in silence. That's why she remembers the calm ones, the men who never had to prove anything. Mystery isn't secrecy, it's depth that unfolds slowly. When you reveal yourself layer by layer, she invests emotionally. Her imagination fills the spaces you don't rush to fill. And imagination is stronger than reality. Every man carries both instinct and awareness. Instinct gives him hunger. Awareness gives him direction. Together, they create magnetism. Separate them, and he either becomes impulsive or detached. The balance of these two energies, passion and presence, is what defines the modern masculine. Boundaries are your frame. They don't limit connection, they deepen it. A man without boundaries loses shape. A man with boundaries creates structure, and that structure is what allows emotion to flow safely. Stability and passion, that's the formula of polarity. Stability without passion is dull. Passion without stability is chaos. But together, they form the rhythm that keeps desire alive. The man who protects her peace yet awakens her fire is the one she never forgets. And that is the essence of attraction, the union of safety and danger, calm and fire, mind and heart. So remember this: the more you control yourself, the more the world flows toward you. Stop chasing attention. Start radiating purpose. Because women don't follow charm. They follow direction. They follow presence. They follow the man who needs nothing because he already is everything. That is masculine psychology. That is inner mastery. That is the Stoic flame.